We're at Nani's Grill here in South Cooking Lake in Sherwood Park, technically, Ardrossan. Can you tell me, Rene, what's unique about your business?
When I first started thinking of opening up a business, I wanted to bring something to the community that I hadn't seen for a long time, and that's getting back to the basics. 95% of all of our food is handmade.
Oh, nice.
We make our own buns, we make our own burgers, we make our own chicken tenders, we make our own desserts. I'm proud that we can say that we are homemade.
And not only that, I'm seeing art. Can you talk a little bit about what you offer to local artists?
I'm an artsy kind of person, not like this kind of art, but I do scrapbooking. That really drove me to having something where other people can show off their creativity, because I know it's undervalued and underappreciated. So I wanted to bring it to the community and say, hey, we've got some really great, talented people in this community, and you need to see it. And you need to support them, because they too are also, some of them are doing this for a living. Some are doing it as a side hobby. Some are doing it just because, right? They just love doing it. And that's what I wanted to do, is I wanted to create a place where you could come and have a great meal and also see some great creations.
There's some amazing art. It's beautiful.
I love all my artisans. They're very, very talented people.
How many artists do you think come and bring their belongings here?
I probably have 15 to 20 people.
Wow.
Right now. And there's always room for more.
And are they local? Are they Edmonton in the area?
Edmonton in area.
Okay.
I do have a lady that over there with the soaps.
Okay.
She's from out by Onaway.
Oh, okay.
And some of these people are right here in town. All those signs that are home sweet home welcome, that's made by a lady here from South Cooking Lake. She does an amazing job.
They're amazing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I must take her some time to...
I love supporting local. I believe that with the pandemic, a lot of people realize we need to get back to basics.
Yeah.
We need to get back to supporting our neighbors, and we need to get back to supporting businesses that are here in Canada and Alberta.
Absolutely.
And that was my goal.
And you did it.
And I did it. And I did it. Yes, I'm very proud of it.
That's awesome. That was my next question, is what you're most proud of in regards to this business.
Well, when I first had the idea for opening a restaurant, my husband thought I was nuts, and rightfully so, because I had never had a business before, ever. I worked in corporate Canada, and I fell and broke my leg, and I was off work for 5.5 months, and then 2.5 months after I went back to work, they walked me out because I went on WCB. So you know what? I'm done playing this game. I'm going to go be my own boss. And my husband goes, oh my God, what have you done? I just jumped off that cliff and said, it's now or never. And I took some of my retirement savings and opened this up. And we have gone through a lot of change from when we first opened. A lot of people will say, holy man, your food has gotten so much better. And we made it through a pandemic. That was key, because when I was in here painting the walls and getting everything prepared, one of my friends that was with me, she came into work to help me paint. And she said to me, did you hear the news? And I'm going, what news? She goes, you can't open. Aww. And I said, what? What are you talking about? Because I'm living in my own bubble. Yeah. And she says, yeah, she says, there's a pandemic and it's coming and you can't open. For the first 6 months, we did takeout from the get-go.
Oh, man.
It was crazy. And then shut down, and then open up, and then shut down. It was about 1.5 years before I actually saw all the tables and the chairs down and people actually in here. I keep on saying I have the best customers ever. They are the reason we're still open.
And good for you for surviving that. That was not, there was a lot of businesses that didn't.
And still are, right? I mean, it's still, we're still feeling the effects of COVID, whether people want to believe it or not. But now we're going into a recession, right? Where things are getting astronomically priced and people are going, you know what? I'm going to start saving my money and not eating out as much. We're feeling that. I'm not going to say we're not, but you know what? We're going to survive it like we did the pandemic.
And this is your dream.
This is my dream. Yep.
So you can't go wrong when you put your dream into action.
No, absolutely. And you know what's funny is years and years ago, I used to belong to a union. I worked for Canada Post, and I was a local president for many years. And I was at a convention with some of my friends, and I had said to them, one of these days, I am going to open up a restaurant, and I'm going to open up a restaurant that has arts and crafts in it. And they're just like, oh, good for you, good for you. And this was probably a good 15, 20 years ago. And it's like, and now it's here. And it's like, wow, I did it.
I think she put yours over there.
Hey.
Tanner, can you bring that over here for us? Please, since kids are the highlight in videos anyway, and we can always edit you out. Okay, we won't edit you out.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go. That's yours.
Thank you.
And the last question I have is, if I, let's say I were to go over to that table over there, and I were to say to those customers, what do you love best about Nani's Grill? What would they tell me?
The food.
The
food, the atmosphere. I have some wonderful staff, amazing staff. My front service person, she was actually a customer, and she applied here for a job, and I told her, okay, well, I'm going to put you up front. And she goes, I'm not a social person. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, you are a furry animal waiting to get out, a squirrel. And she goes, oh my God. So all my customers, everyone has said, oh my God, that Corinne, she is amazing. And it's like, I've told her she can't leave me. I'm chaining her to the sink. She says that's like abuse.
That's good.
So I try to keep it light and hearty for my staff. We've only got 3 or 4 staff. So it's a little small group, and we're like family. And we treat our customers like family, you know?
And it feels like a family run business. Like it feels so comfortable.
Yes, absolutely. And that's what I envisioned.
And you did it. Yeah, that's awesome. Good for you.
I really want people to like coming here. As it says, friends gather here, right? That's what my view is.
That's awesome. I love it. Well, thank you.
Thank you for coming. I really appreciate that, you know, because we've got lots of events coming up in the near future. We do arts and crafts here as well, on top of for kids and adults. I'm trying to get more things into the community.
Well, it feels like a small town environment.
We're only 15 minutes from Edmonton.